Hello dear students and welcome to the history class of Standard 9th. Today we are going to study chapter number 7, Science and Technology, part 1. In this chapter we shall study India's achievements in the areas of science and technology. We are also going to learn about the important institutions and their contributions. In this module, we will cover topics like Indian Atomic Energy Commission, Dhruv Nuclear Reactor, Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, that is NPCIL, nuclear tests, first nuclear test at Pokhran, second nuclear test, missile development, Prithvi, Agni, Akash and Nag. Indian Atomic Energy Commission. India's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, wanted to nurture a scientific temper and bring about the nation's progress. From this perspective, he set up the Indian Atomic Energy Commission on 10th August 1948. Dr. Homi Bhabha was appointed as the first chairman of commission. The objectives of the commission were to produce electricity from atomic energy, increase the yield of food grains and make them last longer, set up the technology for achieving this and develop nanotechnology. In 1956, the Department of Atomic Energy set up Apsara, a nuclear reactor functioning on atomic energy. Atomic Power Station. In 1969, an atomic power station was set up at Tarapur. A reactor research center was set up at Kalpakam in Tamil Nadu to successfully use thorium for generating atomic power. The role of reactors is important in developing atomic power. Factories manufacturing the heavy water needed for the generation of atomic power were set up at Vadodara, Talcher, Tuticorin, Kota, etc. An institution called Heavy Water Projects was set up to carry out research on manufacturing heavy water within the country. It was later renamed Heavy Water Board. 28th of February is celebrated all over the country as National Science Day. Dhruv Nuclear Reactor. In 1985, a completely Indian-made nuclear reactor called Dhruv was started at Trombay near Mumbai. The Dhruv nuclear reactor uses uranium as fuel. At this center, 350 radioactive substances are produced. They are used in industry, agriculture, and medicine. Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, that is NPCIL. This company was set up in 1987 to generate electricity from atomic energy. The objective of the company is to master and develop the technology to generate safe, cheap, and environmentally profitable power and make the country self sufficient. Nuclear tests. First nuclear test at Pokhran. India successfully performed her first nuclear test at Pokhran in Rajasthan on 18th May 1974 in consonance with the policy of using nuclear energy for peaceful purposes and for self-sufficiency. The reason why India took this decision was China's nuclear capability and Pakistan's desperate efforts to acquire nuclear weapons with China's help. Dr. Homi Sethna, the chairman of the Indian Atomic Energy Commission, and Dr. Raja Ramanna, director of the Bhabha Atomic Research Center, played a major role in conducting this nuclear test. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi took the decision of carrying out a nuclear explosion. Pokhran. Pokhran was chosen on the basis of the required criteria for the location of the nuclear test, that was far away from the human settlement and no groundwater reserves. Second nuclear tests. On 11th May 1998, India carried out its second nuclear test to prove its nuclear preparedness. 3 tests were done on this day. One of them was of the hydrogen bomb. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee assured that there would be no first use of nuclear weapons by India. But the USA imposed economic sanctions on India immediately. Missile development, Prithvi. In 1988, India successfully tested the missile Prithvi and in 1989 the missile Agni. The entire world took note of India's program developing nuclear missiles indigenously. Integrated Guided Missile Development Program, that is IGMDP, was conceived by and carried out under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO undertook the task of building the missiles. Prithvi 1, a surface-to-surface ballistic missile, was given to the Army. Prithvi 2 was given to the Air Force, while Prithvi 3 was given to the Navy. Prithvi had the capacity to carry nuclear weapons of 500 to 1000 kilograms. Prithvi could travel a distance of 150 to 300 kilometers due to the nuclear ballistic missile. In 1958, Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO was established under the Department of Defense of the Government of India. The objective of this organization was to make India self-sufficient with respect to means, equipment, and weapons required for defense. After 1983, this organization developed several missiles under the leadership of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Dr. Kalam has made a great contribution in the production of missiles and is known as the father of India's missile program. He is also referred to as the Missile Man of India. Agni. In order that China and Pakistan get an idea of India's missile strength and India's borders remain secure, Agni 1 was tested. This military missile had a range of 700 kilometers. Later, Agni 2 and Agni 3 were also produced. Akash Missile. In 1990, the missile Akash was developed to fire from land into air. This missile has a capacity to carry 720 kilograms explosives at supersonic speed and a range of 30 kilometers. Nag Missile. The missile Nag was made in order to destroy the tanks of the enemy. It is of the fire and forget type. India has militarily become secure due to the production of missiles. So dear children, here we come to the end of this module. Hope you have understood it well. Children, I am giving you an assignment in which the first question is write short notes on. First, Dhruv nuclear reactor, and second, Prithvi. Question number 2 is write the answers in 25 to 30 words. First one is write about Pokhran nuclear test. Second, what is heavy water board? Question number 3, what is the objective of Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited? So dear children, read the taught portion, solve the assignment and study. Thank you and God bless you.